If you're a overly sensitive person, I'd probably go ahead and click off this video right now. If you're not mature enough to have a conversation about hard things, I'd also click off this video right now. I see a gigantic problem, and I hope I'm wrong, and let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong or not. But there's going to be two parts to this video. There's an argument I see all the time about infighting in hunting, specifically compound versus crossbow versus traditional bow. And you got people behind a keyboard, just like I am right now, not talking out loud to someone. Can't even see their faces. Oftentimes their username or their name on the YouTube or the Facebook is some kind of abstract name where you don't really know who they are. And they get on there and they say things like, "We all just need to get along and fight the anti-hunters," or you name their argument about whatever the case may be. And we have this attitude of these anti-hunters are our problem. And they're not, in my opinion. Our problem is this. We have these holier are thou people on the internet that get on the internet, act like they're on the front lines of the hunting world for us, and they're advocating for hunting. They're every cell in their body's advocating for hunting for us, and when in reality, 99.9999999% of hunters do absolutely nothing for deer hunting. Absolutely zero. And it irritates me to no end when people get on the internet and act like they're doing something special, because you're not. I 100% guarantee it. There's probably 0.000.1%. That doesn't make sense, but you get my point, of people that actually go to commission meetings whenever laws are going to be talked about for deer hunting. Most people don't fill out their hunter surveys that they get every year on their email. I almost guarantee you that 99.9% of people have never even been to a dang meeting at your state level whenever a topic's getting ready to be brought up. I did a little survey this weekend about this because I'm just Indiana. You know, I haven't been to other states' stuff. I've been to some in Indiana. I need to go to more. That's kind of a goal of mine, is maybe I need to do more of this. You can get online and do it. Even watch these things online. A well-attended meeting in Wisconsin or Michigan, from what I heard, is about 30 people. When there's a hot topic in the industry and some big laws are getting ready to be changed, 30 people will show up. 30 deer hunters will show up for that. 30. And that's a good turnout. Because my buddies that go to these meetings, that's like, yeah, that's a good turnout. You know, whenever it's just a normal meeting, it's not a good turnout. What to me, 30 people is not a good turnout. You know what I mean? And that's states where we have the highest number of hunters outside of Pennsylvania. So do me a favor. Don't put comments like that on the internet unless you really are out on the front lines going to meetings and advocating for deer hunters. I guarantee you not a single one of you have ever fought on the front lines against PETA or anti-hunting groups to better our hunting community. Infighting is not our problem. It's a bunch of self-righteous people on the internet that want to say something cool and don't really do anything about it. Because if the amount of people that made comments like this on the internet would actually take some action, then we'd have something then. But we don't. Somebody put in a comment on this the little Trump joke thing I made about crossbows. I'm sure you've seen that video. Everybody's kind of watched it. And made a comment about how there's a quote from some jackwagon that said someone put fire ants and black ants into a mason jar, and they all got along. And then someone shook the pot up, and then the ants started killing each other because they thought the other ants were the enemies. And he was directed towards me for making that joke about the Trump and the crossbow thing. And you know what, man? If you're a freaking ant and you can't have a little bit of a sense of humor and you can't have an adult conversation about a very important topic like deer management when it comes to crossbows, I don't know what to tell you. Get a life, grow up a little bit, have an open mind. Maybe you'd quit being a little ant and be a human being that's a logical, thoughtful person that can have an adult conversation instead of just complaining about people that want to bring up these topics that are issues or potential issues or have adult conversations. Yeah, quit putting those people down and do something different with your life. Anyway, I had to get that off my chest today. Yeah, if I offended you with a joke about President Trump and crossbows, I mean, I'd like to say I'm sorry, but I'm really not. Just grow a pair and laugh. Don't take yourself so dang serious. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. You can hit the subscribe button right there if you want. If you didn't like this video, you can hit the unsubscribe button. There's another video over there for you to watch.